I'm meteorologist Gil Rosette. I am in Daly's Pond in South River, New Jersey on this Tuesday afternoon, talking spring, talking pleasant temperatures, sunshine as of this 1 p.m. hour or so. We've seen our highs top out in the lower 60s, something we haven't mentioned pretty much at all this entire season. The winter season has been, of course, much talk with the snow, cold temperatures, and much below average readings. Today, we're about 15 to 20 degrees above where we should be for this time of year, enjoying the day with the short sleeves, walking the dog, walking out to the park. Again, something we really haven't been able to do with all that snow cover, but that's melted. That's pretty much long gone. Just some evidence really of pond still a bit frozen, a thin sheet of ice there taking longest to melt, but that will be happening hopefully over the next few days. But again, freezing temperatures and much colder air arriving over the next 48 hours. No signs of that today, but we'll start to see some slow signs of that this evening as we watch increasing clouds ahead of the next storm, which will change our weather as far as sky cover and no longer dry weather, and eventually colder weather as a cold front follows the next upcoming storm. This evening, watching clouds move in and temperatures dropping into the 50s, and much of the overnight hours should be in the 40s or so, but remaining dry. And then we'll wake up on Thursday, some upper 30s for the far northern and western sections of the Garden State, to mainly 40s elsewhere, and still staying dry for tomorrow morning, and at least through the first part of the day. We'll watch the storm move in first, the rain move in first to western and northern New Jersey by about lunchtime or so. And I say rain because we are going to be well above the freezing mark when the precipitation arrives. That's the lower 50s for many of us. So we're not talking the snow, thankfully above freezing once the storm arrives in the first stages. And much of the time tomorrow, when precipitation is falling, it will be in liquid form as we remain in the upper 40s, low 50s or so. But the main story for us will be the colder temperatures and the windy conditions. As far as the snow is concerned, this is going to be a weather maker mainly for the Catskills, the Poconos, New York State, New England, and the Green and White Mountains of New Hampshire and Vermont. So if you like skiing and love ski country, that's where you have to head. That's where you have to head with this storm to see the snow. There could be a little brief period of a changeover to some of the white stuff later tomorrow night into very early on Thursday morning, especially for northern and western sections of New Jersey, for Sussex and Warren County. That's just an outside chance of a coating up to an inch. The main story will be the sharply colder air and the winds with the storm, gusting to perhaps as high as 50 miles per hour. So after getting into the low 50s tomorrow, it's going to drop sharply through the 40s and 30s tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, and waking up on Thursday in the upper teens to lower 20s, still remaining windy. So we have to factor in those winds, and that's going to bring our wind chills down into the teens. And it's only going to allow our temperatures to reach the middle 20s to lower 30s or so on Thursday. That's 15 to 20 degrees below where we should be that day for this time of year. So after being well above average today and tomorrow, sharply colder for the end of the week. Mainly rain tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, a touch of snow perhaps on the backside of the storm, but the sharply colder air and the windy conditions, the main story for us here in the Garden State and the metropolitan area by the end of the week. Friday, starting out very cold in the teens, recovering to the lower 40s for the afternoon. And the general theme over the weekend, chillier, 40s to around 50 degrees or so. I think we'll have a few showers of rain on Saturday afternoon, and we should stay dry on Sunday to round out the weekend. Again, really nice out here in Daly's Pond. Watching the pond thaw out. Some melting still going on there. One little duck having a nice time enjoying the day, and we are all enjoying the day, doing whatever we like, heading out to the park, walking the dog, getting a tan. But again, the spring attire not on for much longer. The winter gear will have to be put back on for the end of the week. Again, that's it from here from South River, New Jersey. Meteorologist Gil Rosette, awaiting that colder weather and talking about the rain first, a touch of snow and windy conditions, and highs only in the 20s to around 30 for Thursday. and we'll keep the chilly weather going right through the upcoming weekends. You want to check me out for the latest weather updates at WeatherTango on Twitter, and also my website, www.weathertango.com.